Hello and welcome to some Let's Stream WrestleMania 2000 with your host as always, Mah-Dry-Bread, and returning special guest co-host, Snap Shippo.
Hello.
After much weird technical difficulty, we're finally doing this. We are using Double J, Jeff Jarrett, as our main character, and tag teaming with the Blue Meanie.
The best meanie.
The best meanie is the Blue Meanie.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Stevie Richards is not in this game, however, he was in the next one, and Blue Meanie was not.
Aww.
Weirdly enough, Stevie Richards is one of the biggest wrestlers in the story mode of the next game, because they're gonna have Big Show be there, but then he wasn't there, so they just replaced him 1-to-1 with Stevie Richards of all people.
Apparently you're fighting meat.
Oh, it's a three-way match. Between myself, Draws, and Meat, so I'm against two jobbers.
So you win.
Well, unless I'm phenomenally terrible at the game. Oh god, the Titantron. N64 Titantron videos. Oh
amazing.
Man.
Someone needs to patch the game so the Mrs. Dad's Titantron's always on there.
Oh my god. Someone just needs to patch the game so it's got the Mrs. Dad. You know what I need to do tonight is play WWE 2K14 and search on the online community to see how many people have made the Mrs. Dad. And I bet you it's more than 4.
You know, a lot of people are super accurate to detail.
Oh god, yeah, it's amazing how good some of these people are.
Oh, it's awesome. Like, wait. No, that was an actual character. In WWE 13. What the fuck, Titantron?
Sorry for the epileptic people in the audience. You're now dead. I might actually have to put an epilepsy warning on this video.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
That's Straws. His gimmick is that he can puke on demand.
Oh,
that was his gimmick.
That's also Holy P's thing.
And then he broke his neck, and now he's in a wheelchair.
Can he still vomit on command?
I don't know. That's a good question. And then here comes
Why would you want that as your talent? Who is this?
This is Sean Stasiak, or as he was then known, Meat. He was the enforcer for Pretty Mean Sisters, a tag team of 3 women, which acronyms is PMS. This was the Attitude Era, Joe. There were no standards. Wrestling was incredibly popular, and the audience and the booking was incredibly...
Okay. I was gonna say
there was the stable PMS. There were signs in the crowd that would be like 100% homo 24/7. That was a crowd sign I've seen once.
Okay.
Everyone would insult each other by calling each other gay. In fact,
that's right.
That stood for a long time. Cena used to call people gay all the time.
And now if they do that, they'll get fired.
Yeah. Especially with, Darren Young, first wrestler in WWE to be open about being gay while still an active wrestler.
Oh, that's right. And he just broke up with Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. As in a tag team, not as a couple.
Yeah, I know.
Just making sure the audience got that.
Yeah.
You're ganging up on me. This is unfair.
Wait, how did someone in the chat type out his name? Wasn't it like Titos?
Titos?
Or something?
I think so. That's my favorite spelling of his name.
The funny thing is, as soon as Titus O'Neil left the tag team, he actually became really good.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. I just kind of want these two to fight each other.
Yeah.
Because, they're ganging up on me, and I've got no reason to stay in there and fight the whole match. Let them fight each other.
You could just do a Ryback and walk around the ring.
Yeah. Actually, I don't want to stay outside the ring too much because I'll lose momentum doing it, but I'll watch this a little bit, let them weaken each other up. This is good. This is a good triple threat strategy here.
Yeah. Now you should taunt the crowd like Randy Orton does every 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, get away from that one. I'm doing some taunts to keep my attitude bar up.
That was another thing I hated about last week's Raw, how the entire match Daniel Bryan was working fucking Randy Orton's leg, and then Randy Orton no-sells and does the stomp.
Magic. He's Orton. He doesn't have to sell anymore, he's too popular.
Is he popular though?
He's over. Management thinks he's over. I like how they do these little caveats. You know what? let them do their thing a little bit more. I'm gonna do some more taunts over here. Yes, I gotta do the Jeff Jarrett strut. It's a really long taunt, so if I can pull it off, I get a ton of momentum. Yeah! I got a finisher coming soon. So, Jeff Jarrett's finishers would be the stroke, which is an awesome Russian leg facebuster, and the figure 4 leg lock, which weirdly enough in this game he can do at any time. Yes! Oh god, that is a brutal maneuver. Come on, meat. I'm gonna hit you with it now, too. Just cleaning house.
Surprise WrestleMania, Jeff Jarrett will return to take on the streak.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon would allow that. In fact, he will defeat. He'll win against The Undertaker. He'll be the one who puts away the Undertaker or something.
He'll break the streak and get both titles.
Yes.
He'll beat Batista, and and he'll, because it's pretty much guaranteed Batista's gonna take the titles, right?
Probably.
Which is stupidly dumb.
Stupidly dumb.
Yep.
It's as stupidly dumb as that statement.
Exactly.
I gotta say, this match is harder than I thought it'd be. Yes! Broke his neck, as only draws could do. I'm a bad person. Fallaway slam. What if I just... Draws get the fuck... Yeah, tap. That's the sound of a submission hold.
When did Tensai make his debut?
His first debut in WWE?
Yeah.
This game. He tag teamed with draws. He was Prince Albert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then he came back as Lord Tensai.
Mid-1999.
And how long was he off for? Because apparently he made his return in 2012.
Yeah, he was gone from 2005 till 2012. He was in Japan. He was huge in Japan. Tag team champions, I believe, with Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
Oh, nice. Because when he came back to WWE, when he had his big return, no one gave a shit.
I gave a shit.
But when he came back, the crowd was just not into it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck their problem is. See, the thing is with him, though, is his style of wrestling is best suits Japanese wrestlers. If you watch him in Japan, he's amazing.
He's awesome anyway. It's just that the fact that no one gave a shit about him was really sad because he was really good.
Yeah. Yes. Roll up. I hate triple threat matches. Yes.
Do it. Yes.
I hate triple threat matches because they're always breaking up the pinfall on you. There we go. I hit them both with the stroke twice each. They should be dead. Yeah. See, he was going in to try and pin the guy. I just hit the finisher on, but I got him with the schoolboy roll-up. Classic wrestling.
I love the facial models.
The unchanging pasted-on facial models?
They look like facial models from Katamari.
Okay. I have an issue with the booking of the WWE in this 1999 video game. Why are the tag team champions fighting each other in a random-ass throwaway match on Raw? Well, Matt wins. And then is Viscera and Midian versus Al Snow and Hardcore Holly. So this is the Ministry versus the Job Squad. Job Squad win, puzzlingly enough. Big Boss Man versus Val Venus. 17-minute double countout.
Oh my god.
Intercontinental match between Champion Godfather and Road Dogg. And Godfather retains. And then is Big Show, Steve Austin, and Ken Shamrock in a three-way. Ken Shamrock wins by submit, so I guess he got on to tap out to the ankle lock.
Kane versus who? D'Lo Brown
and Mark Henry. And D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry win by submit against The Undertaker and Kane at the peak of their careers by submit. That means either The Undertaker or Kane tapped out.
That's bullshit.
Undertaker has still never tapped. Well, he tapped once to... When he was American Badass, he tapped out once to Kurt Angle, but it was a double count-out spot, so he didn't lose the match by it.
But
it
he
was still
also
dumb.
he's never tapped as the Undertaker though.
Yeah, he's never tapped as the Undertaker either than when in his biker gimmick.
The biker gimmick was so stupid. That
Yeah.
only lasted for a little bit, thank God.
All right, so now it's Jeff Jarrett and Blue Meanie versus the Ministry, Viscera and Midian. So we're against
They
two super
look
heavyweights.
terrifying. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's funny because neither of these guys, especially at the time, were like really fast-paced wrestlers or anything. But
No.
guilty pleasure, I love the shit out of both of them, especially Midian. This was the only game Midian was in, I believe. He might have been in like SmackDown 1 on the PlayStation.
What are you talking about? He's definitely. I would say you would see a lot of these guys in the Creator Wrestler and the 2K games.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they both are. Viscera was around for a long time. He was also King Mabel originally, and then later he was Big Daddy V.
Okay.
Midian had been around since early 90s, I think. First he was... I should have made Midian my tag team partner, actually, now I think about it, because right before he joined the Ministry as the as Midian the Seer, he was part of Jeff Jarrett's entourage. He had two dudes called Southern Justice, boom, and they were his heavies basically. And one of them was Midian. He was Dennis Knight, which I believe is his real name. And before that, he was a pig farmer.
Okay.
That's his gimmick, a pig farmer.
A pig farmer.
Yeah, and he...
Good job, WWE.
And his thing was after he wins a match, he would throw slop on his opponent, a bucket of slop. Yay! Get the fuck out of here.
That was a thing.
Yep. And his finisher was the slop drop, which was a inverted DDT. It had a much better name when he was Midian, which was the Eye Opener, which I liked that as a move name because his gimmick was that he was a seer. He sees the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fist drop. I'm kind of kicking the ass of Viscera here for a 400-pound super heavyweight I'm suplexing. I am murdering this guy.
Yeah.
No. I want to get him with the stroke.
Hello, Axel Flame.
Fucking tagged out. You know what? Fucking, I'm gonna hit him anyway. Ooh. I wish you could hear the sound of the mat when I hit him with that move. It's awesome. So, hearing the stroke and knowing Jeff Jarrett's gimmick as a mean Southern man from Nashville, Tennessee, whose former gimmick was a very jokey country singer gimmick, that was a heel one. What do you think the name The Stroke for his finisher? What do you think that's in reference to? Because wrestling finishers, they usually have to do with some part of the gimmick.
Oh my god, stroking the guitar?
No, that would make more sense because one of his big moves for his entire career was the acoustic equalizer, which is an awesome name for a finisher, where he waffles a dude with an acoustic guitar and he just smashes over their head like wood flies everywhere. It looks great. But no, give me another guess at what the stroke might be.
Fast food.
No.
I don't fucking know. The guitar was my own.
Masturbation.
Oh my god.
Why? Fuck if I know. It's because he would insult people by calling them slap nuts. Slap nuts as in southern slang for masturbation.
Oh my god.
Didn't make any sense.
No.
Welcome to the Attitude Era, and that's a part of his gimmick that never went away.
The guitar thing made way more sense.
Yeah, because he was like, a country singer. And he had the silly gimmick for a long time, and then this was when he had his, he cut the hair shorter and he was "Don't piss me off, Jeff Jarrett." He finally got serious.
Who was I can't remember. I saw him. It was just a little clip of him. He made as one of those guys who made his return. His whole gimmick was like an Elvis gimmick.
Oh, was he small and Asian?
No, but he was short and fat, and Kane hit him with the guitar. Like he came out and sang like one of Elvis's songs.
And he's old, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you're thinking of why am I blanking on his name? I actually really like that guy. It was oh god, why Chat, you know this. Chat, you've got to know this.
Chat, you have to know who had the Elvis gimmick.
It's killing me.
He wore a full suit to like a onesie type thing.
Yeah, he was really long-running comedy wrestler, intercontinental champion. Absolutely killing me not remembering this guy because I love him. Oh my god, the people in the YouTube comments right now are probably like killing to tell me. This dude's like a legend. He was wrestling back with Hulk Hogan and everything. He was actually really good on the mic. Oh, a nice boot choke here. I should actually tag out soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with a stroke.
I like how instead of momentum it says attitude.
Yeah. There's a good angle on that finisher. I fucking love that finisher.
That's awesome.
He kicked out clean.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm tagging. Okay, so I'm controlling the Blue Meanie now. Blue Meanie's finisher is the Meanie Salt. It's a what was he? 350-pound moonsault. This fat, out of shape dude, and he did a beautiful moonsault. And of course, Blue Meanie comedy wrestler, one of the weakest wrestlers in the game, but he's awesome. His standing finisher in this game is the even flow DDT, which was Raven's finisher, because back in the original ECW, he was one of Raven's lackeys. Awesome comedy wrestler. Raven was very, very serious, but his lackeys were all comedy wrestlers. I'm still trying to remember his name. It's killing me. It's killing me bad.
Yeah, I watched it like
he even
literally
feuded with
last
Santino.
night.
He's been he comes back often.
Yes. And he's a cool dude. I just didn't like that one thing where he came out and did this stupid singing gimmick, and then I guess Kane shut him up by hitting him with his guitar.
Honky Tonk Man. I remember the name because I started thinking of his theme song. His theme song's awesome, but he says right in it, I'm the Honky Tonk Man.
Yes.
Oh my god, I was killing Silverlight just said. Honky Tonk Man? He got it right when I did.
Either that or he's questioning the name.
Ooh, well, delay.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Oh, god. I like how this was back in the days when a pile driver was a normal move.
And now it's banned.
Yeah. I love the pile driver as a banned move because you only see it once every few years, and when you do, it's a huge thing. Like when CM Punk hit the pile driver on John Cena. There, even flow DDT. Also, I've got him set up. I'm gonna do the Meanie Salt.
Do it.
Oh,
nice. Which means you'll probably see it again this year if they let Undertaker do it. But most likely you're gonna see it too.
Always does it, but I mean the straight up normal power.
Yeah.
Pile driver.
Yeah.
Not like Tombstone or anything, which is safer.
No.
Oh god, I love the moonsault. Such a cool finisher. Yeah, in these games, if you do a move that finishes like a splash, that finishes like gut down like that, then if you get them completely horizontal to the turnbuckle and you do the move, it'll actually end straight in a pinfall, like you saw with the moonsault. That's why I was kind of angling him around for the DDT to try and get him to land in the right position.
Yeah.
Because if I wasted time trying to get the pin after the Meanie Salt, I was worried Viscera would be right there to break it up because he was in the area. Okay, Al Snow versus Matt Hardy. Al Snow wins. Farouk loses to Edge. Ken Shamrock wins again, tapping either Stone Cold or Mankind out. Jesus. New Age Outlaws beat D'Lo and Mark Henry. So I am undefeated 2 weeks in a row.
Ba-bow.
Alright. What's next? Prince Albert versus Scott Taylor, aka Tensai versus Scotty Too Hottie. Prince Albert wins. Good. After 50 minutes.
Oh my god.
Wow. How long is this episode of Raw?
I was gonna say, so that was nearly the first half of Raw.
Okay, so I'm putting another tag match. Weird, because Jeff Jarrett's... after Owen Hart died, he was a singles wrestler. Jeff Jarrett, through the vast majority of his career, was a singles wrestler. And I'm against Thrash and Shaz, so the Headbangers, because this was right when Shaz went from being Mosh to his own singles gimmick.
Oh, yeah, I also forgot to say before, guess what happened on SmackDown?
What?
All night CM Punk chants.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Just the whole night.
How long can I keep this up for? 3 in a row. 4 in a row. These crossbodies.
Is Rowdy in this game?
Who?
Roddy Piper.
Oh, no, unfortunately not. You ran right into the low blow. Ooh.
Wow.
Shorthand Larry there. I'm getting the strong grapples on him early. DDT. I'm annihilating him. Come on, Thrasher. Another DDT. Okay. He's not going to last 2 minutes if I'm getting strong grapples on him this fast.
DDT just reminds me of the awesome commentary of Raw. Oh, he's setting up to do... Randy Orton's setting up to do his DDT move. You mean the DDT?
That was Cole, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I love heel Cole, but now he's face Cole again, and all you can focus on is his shit commentary, where he's really bad with maneuver names. The funniest part of Cole's commentary, he's had this problem ever since he first debuted. He will never get stairs and chairs correct. Whenever somebody gets hit into the stairs, the chairs gets arch whipped into the stairs, he'll be like, "Oh, you arch whipped into that steel chair." It's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna finish it already.
I just loved that. Randy Orton's setting up for the DDT move. You mean the DDT?
Still not as bad as Vince McMahon on commentary. Back when he was a good guy and on commentary during like the late 80s and early 90s.
Good guy Vince McMahon made no sense.
That was back before, in storyline, he wasn't the head of the company, and that was back when people thought wrestling was real for the most part. They didn't know he was actually the owner of the company.
Right.
They had a different guy on screen be the owner.
Yes.
Yeah. God, he tagged out clean Rafter and hit him with a stroke twice.
Also, Vince McMahon returned about 5 times.
Oh god, yeah. He more than that. During the Attitude Era, oh god, he wheel kicked me in the back of the head.
He did. Yeah, but he returned a shit ton of times. He also returned 2 years ago.
Yep.
And he was fat as hell.
Yeah. Fucking murder this guy. Sleeper hold!
That's what's gonna go. Has anyone made a gif of Rey Mysterio looking absolutely just...
flabbergasted at the booze?
Yeah.
I believe
I want to see that. Because...
I believe so. It's...
The look on his face went from, yeah, I'm here to, oh...
Arn Anderson Spinebuster. Yes.
Nice.
Alright, I think it's a tag match. I was gonna say I want to finish this with the figure 4, his other finisher, but it's a tag match. I don't think a submission ending is gonna happen.
It could.
It's difficult in a tag match because they tend to have more than 3 seconds to break it up.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna slam his head off the turnbuckle, and while he's distracted, roll him up. Only a 1 count, wow. Now his finisher in this game, this was when the inverted Death Valley driver was his finisher. He had the burning hammer. And since this game was originally, Aki originally made the Japanese games, they got the Japanese burning hammer, which is, in Japan, it is well known as one of the biggest death moves in wrestling. That is to say, the dude who invented it, Kenta Kobashi.
Oh, I love Kenta so much.
Well, this is the guy who trained Kenta. The modern Kenta is Kenta Kobayashi.
Right.
Kenta Kobashi only used the burning hammer, I think it was 8 times in his career, and each time it ended the match. And he's a Japanese wrestling legend.
That's awesome.
So it is the death blow finisher.
I want the current Kenta to come to WWE just for at least 1 match.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be allowed to wrestle the way he does in Japan.
No, because it would stiff kicks,
people.
that's why. His kicks would literally obliterate somebody.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna...
Because in Japan wrestling is always stiff, that's the thing.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's ridiculously brutal. Also, Japanese women's division, way better.
Oh, it's terrifying. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Ooh. That's good. I've got a finisher ready. Which means I'm going to return the favor. Okay, I need to get... No, target the other guy. Yes. Okay, he's dead.
Yes, he is.
I've murdered this guy so bad. Yes!
Yeah, that was close.
I thought he was gonna
Blue
break
Mini
it up.
saved you. Mini saved you.
I like the combination of our victory taunts.
Yes.
The strut and the dance.
The strut looks so weird on N64.
It does.
Hey, Red Dragon.
Seriously love the shit out of that finisher, though, the stroke.
Yeah.
It's why I gave it to Doug in the modern wrestling games. It's just, in the WWE games nowadays, they don't have a good animation for the move, is the shame of it. It's an old animation from, like, 2008, and it's not a very good one.
Reusing it.
Yeah.
2K gonna make a legitimately, like, a better system for the next game?
Yeah, the next one is gonna be the first one of the new system, because 2K said, like, when they bought it, there was already one in development, so they'll keep doing that one, but the next one will be a whole new engine and stuff.
I was gonna say, because WWE, like, 13, Legends of Wrestling, and 2K14 are, like, all the same game.
Pretty much. Tag Team Championship match was not even the main event, and it was a draw, so Matt and Hardy and Jeff Hardy retained, weirdly against the tag team of Big Boss Man and Meat, who were not a tag team. Undertaker beat Steve Austin in the piss break match before the main event.
To you, what is the weirdest character that you've seen in a wrestling game?
In a wrestling game, not counting creator wrestlers.
Not counting creator wrestlers.
Who's now weirdest as in why did they make it into the video game?
Yes.
Oh, Kenny Dykstra.
I know mine.
Kenny Dykstra in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008.
Mine's Mike Tyson.
See, that doesn't weird me out at all, because they always have their celebrity people. The weirdest for me is Kenny Dykstra, because how the fuck was he high enough on the card to get in the game?
I don't know.
If you look on the internet, you can watch every Kenny Dykstra video on the internet. I've only ever seen one where he won a match, and it was via a roll-up out of nowhere, where he got the 3 count, but as the hand hit the mat, he kicked out, like that kind of one, where it's like split hair decision.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a good wrestler. Apparently he was an asshole backstage, though.
Yeah, a lot of them back then were.
Well, the thing was that he was one of those guys who like got a push when he was 20, so he kind of had an ego about it, and he just wasn't matured enough yet.
Right.
Same thing happened with Zach Gowen and everything.
Also, Red Dragon says, what we're doing, this is, what was it? WrestleMania 2000?
WrestleMania 2000, okay. So I'm wrestling another tag match. I think they're trying to push me in the tag division. And I'm going against Draws and Prince Albert this time.
Prince Albert.
As much as I do want to get in some singles competition, I do prefer tag team matches to Triple Threat. Triple Threat's really hard.
Oh yeah, I went back and watched some really old matches of Bret the Hitman Hart.
So good.
This is ridiculous how the talent level from then to now is completely in favor of him.
Well, he was an anomaly too. Incredible, snappy, amazing techno skill. He always seems like he knows exactly what he's doing.
And I also love when they bring him back out just to do commentary too.
You need to see that legendary match of Bret Hart versus Owen Hart.
Right.
I won't even spoil the ending for you, because the whole match is amazing. It's not even just about the ending. The build-up is amazing. The match is amazing. Oh my god. But there's a legendary match between the two.
Yeah. What a geek. I had the same problem before, but now I have direct feed.
Yeah, I gave him direct feed on Skype.
Yeah, because it's the only thing Skype's good for. That, and sometimes calling works, but sometimes when you call people on Skype, you like to hear gunshots.
Yeah, like what happened earlier.
And loud beeping.
Alright, I wanna do something special in this match. Gotta keep the people entertained, you know? So I'm gonna start putting challenges on myself for every match that I think isn't gonna be challenging enough.
Okay.
Challenge of this match, I have to do the Jeff Jarrett strut fully, at least once during the match.
Okay.
And I have to hit at least one diving move from the inside of the ring to the outside off the turnbuckle. So not just a plancha. Which means I gotta keep it down for a minute.
You had time to do the taunt just then.
I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch his head off the turnbuckle.
Throw him out of the ring and then do the taunt, the strut.
Blue Meanie, get him. Get him. Yeah.
Thanks, Mini. So who's the Blue Mini? It's just Mah-Dry playing. I'm, you know, I'm cross ocean. Did you nearly get it?
Blue Meanie is computer controlled,
Yeah.
He's my ally. Whenever I tag out to him, it switches control to me to Blue Meanie. So whoever's tagged in, I control.
See, I could play, but it would be so out of sync, it'd be ridiculous.
Exactly.
And also, I don't have my Kinch staying out right now, so I only brought my mic and headphones with me.
Boom! First time he gets tagged in, and I'm immediately murdering him. Okay, that's one stroke, and two. How many can I get? I can get a third one.
Nice.
And
three. Nice.
Strut.
Yes,
Now's a good time for it. His attitude is at danger. I could pin him right now if I wanted, but no.
He's very dead.
The challenge.
What's the other challenge from the turnbuckle?
Yeah, I want to do dive move from the turnbuckle to the outside. I'm gonna fucking murder this guy with a backdrop.
Nice.
There we go, right on his neck. Now, if I really want to kill him, I use D'Lo Brown.
Oh, Red Dragon means who's the Blue Meanie in real life.
Oh, I forget his real name, but he still wrestles as the Blue Meanie on the indie circuit. He's lost a shit ton of weight, too. You know what? I'm even gonna taunt for my dive move.
Do it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Knee drop went right into the ground. He dodged it.
So that doesn't count then?
Nah, I'm gonna have to give it another try, but he fucked up the leg.
Oh, that's good. So was that dive you just did?
I'm kicking their asses.
Yeah, this is like unfair.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 minutes.
Alright, take two. He dodged it again!
Oh my god, how is...
And...
Is it no DQ?
Clothesline.
Is it no DQ?
Yeah, there's DQ and count out. Ooh, I got him with the knee drop that time.
Are you gonna win by count out?
I might. They slow down the count in your 10. Also, I think in story mode it's a 20 count.
Oh, really?
Fuck this guy, I'm gonna steal his finisher. Sit out powerbomb.
That looks
Come
awesome.
on, Albert. Fuck you. That's Brandon's finisher.
And there's the string.
That's a good victory. I want to replay on that.
That is a good victory.
Tag team replays always suck because they don't do camera angles. Good move, though.
Oh, that's another thing. Have you played online in 2K14?
I have once with Doug, and the lag was horrible. That was back when Doug's internet really sucked, and also I heard that it just... the lag sucks in general.
What the hell is that noise?
Is that a car alarm?
Oh my god, that's this house phone's ringtone. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Alright, so European Championship match is next. Farouk versus champion Midian. Midian wins. Weird match, by the way, considering that... Midian and Farouk would have both been in the ministry at the time, so they're in a stable together. Meat versus Brian Christopher. Double count out. Man, there are a lot of double count outs in this game. Steve Blackman versus Matt Hardy. Blackman wins for a pin after an hour. Jesus. Edge versus D'Lo Brown. Edge wins after making D'Lo tap out after 50 minutes. Kane versus Undertaker. Undertaker wins by count out. Stone Cold and Rock draw in a double count out in just under 3 minutes against Val Venus and Godfather. What a weird match.
Okay, I'm back, but like, fuck, that scared the shit out of me. I thought a truck was gonna ram through the wall.
Main event of Raw? Or, sorry, main event of Saturday Night Heat. Not even Raw.
What is Steve Austin, The Rock versus who?
Versus Val Venus and Godfather in a weird tag team match, even though Steve Austin and Rock were feuding
2 minutes!
2 minute count out! What a weird match!
And then like the match before it, 26
there
minutes.
There were 2 matches before it in which they took almost an hour. Also,
what the fuck?
During the mid-card of Saturday Night Heat, which was like the NXT, was a European Championship match against Midian and Farouk. Midian and Farouk, both of them being in the same stable. Midian retains. By count-out. Almost every one of these is like count-out. What bullshit finishes.
It's kind of ridiculous.
All right, finally a singles match. Me one-on-one against Thrasher. This is gonna be easy.
Is he a jobber?
Oh yeah, one of the biggest in the game. He's a tag team wrestler too, put in singles combat. And I've got my manager Deborah with me. Her gimmick was she's a pair of tits. Welcome to WWE in the Attitude Era.
Welcome to also Stephanie McMahon's gimmick.
I'm joking, by the way, when I say her gimmick is that she is a pair of tits. On commentary, King wouldn't even refer to her as Deborah. He would just say, "Out comes the puppies," referring to her tits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Attitude Era was very sexist. I'm gonna go for
King.
vertical.
I feel like King should retire.
You should.
Mainly because he's awful.
He is.
I just love how after all this shit, like, it was another thing last week on Raw, where Barrett comes out and does this bit where he makes fun of everyone every single week. But no, he makes a fat joke. That's the line. That's
and
where...
it was so lame when he's like, "Hey, you don't do that now," and then he sits back down.
He sits back down. He's like, "Yeah, well, guess what? You're probably not going to be on Raw next week." He's like, "Okay."
Ooh.
So maybe I'll be on
Scathing
SmackDown.
comments by the 60-year-old man.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna win this match. I want to win this match with the figure 4-leg lock. And what special condition should I put in?
You have to throw him out of the ring 4 times.
That's too easy.
That is too easy. I don't know.
I've got one. I
Okay.
have to hit him with a diving move off all 4 turnbuckles during the match. Vertical
Oh
soup,
my
like
God.
delayed vertical.
That's
Gonna hold
awesome.
him up here for a while.
Who'd you say held it the longest?
Davey Boy Smith held it for a godly amount of time. It was entire minutes. I watched it and timed it live.
That's awesome.
All right, hit
That
him with
that
the
would
stroke.
kill. That would kill a man.
Body
Okay,
splash.
that's one.
All right, we got one from that corner. You know, I'm gonna hit him with a stroke again.
just because.
God, that is
So-
a brutal maneuver.
What was the last game Roddy Piper was in?
I think 2K13? I don't own that one, but I think he was in it. He's quite
Oh.
often in it on the Legends roster.
Oh, okay. So he's in the new... Is he not in 2K14?
No, but he's very commonly in WWE games. Okay, there we go. Backdropped.
There we go.
Now we gotta get him on the other side of the ring.
You're just pretty much picking him up, drag him over, lay him down, and then do it again.
Yep. Ooh! I love that. I'm just fucking with him. I'm not even, like, trying to win this match. I'm just
No.
drag him to the next one, lay him out. I'm gonna get him with a double arm DDT here. I love this move. It was one of McFoley's
You mean-
finishers.
You mean the DDT move?
Yes.
He's setting up for his DDT move. Oh my god.
Motherfucker no selling me.
Okay, so for tomorrow, for anyone who's going to be tuning in to watch us, well, watch Raw with us tomorrow, I'm going to predict what's going to happen on Raw tomorrow right now. You ready? Half of it's going to be commercials for WWE Network, like it always has been for the past 3 weeks now. Randy Orton's entrance will be another quarter of it.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of dialogue between Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, probably Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. And who do you think will have a match?
Shield.
Shield, yeah,
They always
Shield
have
and
a
Wyatt. Yeah, Shield and Wyatt family might both have matches actually because they're still building up that feud. Don't know who they'd fight though. Who did Shield fight last time? Ziggler, Biggie Langston, and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. Or as I like to call
Weirdest-
them, Job Squad 2.0.
Which sucks because they're all good wrestlers, just
Yeah.
a terrible team up.
So I've hit him from all the turnbuckles. Now I just want to get him to tap out, and I want to get him to tap out to the. I'm gonna get him. Oops, let go of that one.
You're gonna get him with the figure 4, right?
Figure 4 leg lock.
Yep. Also, Red Dragon, Twitch is fucking up for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's been really bad as of late. Alright, I'm gonna get him with an Indian death lock here to wear down the legs. I love this move.
That's the move.
Ropes, though.
That's the move that I saw Emma make a lot of people tap out to.
Hers is a variation of the Indian death lock. It's the Muda lock. It's known as that because it was invented by the great Muda, one of the greatest wrestlers ever. And he gets them in the leg position for the Indian death lock, but then like bridges over, elbow drop to the thigh, bridges over, and does like the neck lock. It's such a good move. Okay, figure 4 leg lock.
And this should be tapped.
Figure 4 leg lock is one of the greatest submissions in wrestling history, if you ask me. It is a beautiful maneuver.
And Miz can finally do it right.
It took him many years, but
he could do it right, and it looks awesome.
It's such a brutal looking move because you're like breaking their knee and with their own shin.
Like, I'm glad that the Miz can finally do it, but you know who does it better?
Who?
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Daniel Bryan
can do it better.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's such a good submission artist.
It's amazing. Well, he was trained by William Regal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He was trained by the real man's man.
Was that match really only 5.5 minutes? I feel like I fucked around with him a lot longer than that.
That felt like a 20-minute long match.
I could have finished him in 1 minute. Like, honestly, he was murdered by a minute in. I was hitting the stroke 3 times in a row. Alright, Edge and Gangrel lose to Draws and Prince Albert.
Wow.
Blackman loses to Matt Hardy. Farouk beats Big Boss Man. Mr.
Matt Hardy's won all of his matches so far.
No, when you were investigating the truck driving through the house, he lost to Steve Blackman.
Oh, okay.
X-Pac beats Mr. Ass.
Does Ken Shamrock win again? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Big Show goes one-on-one in a cage match against Triple H and beats him in 4 minutes. He climbed out of the cage? Wow. Still undefeated 5 weeks in a row. Jeff Jarrett, winning streak. When am I going to be in a title match? I'm tag teaming against Edge and Gangrel. So Christian's not in this match. This was the only game Gangrel was in until WWE 2K13. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Gangrel, amazing wrestler who unfortunately had some weight problems. His finisher, though, is the most beautiful Impaler DDT I've ever seen. Have you ever seen... Okay, I say have you ever seen Heath Slater's finisher, but he's a man of 1,000 finishers. You ever seen... I think it's called Smash Hit, where he does, like, the lifting DDT.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome move. Gangrel does that, and it's called the Impaler DDT. And he did it a lot better, and it looked fucking murderous. And Gangrel's finisher, or his gimmick was that he's a vampire. Unfortunately, he was horrific on the microphone. Not because he's not talented, but because he had prosthetic teeth in the vampire gimmick. And he slurred horrible, and he already didn't have a great wrestling voice. So it's just him drooling and stuttering, and it's the worst thing.
That's a shame.
You cannot work around it. And at the time, Edge was a really silly actor.
Right.
You'd better watch out, Michael Cole, because the freaks come out at night.
Oh my god.
They were the lamest thing. They were called the Brood, and they were so cool until they started talking.
Oh my god. I remember watching one of Edge's returns after, like, I think it was after one of his injuries.
Yeah.
And he came back to a Royal Rumble, he pretty much came back to eliminate Jericho.
Yeah.
That was his whole reason for coming back.
Ooh.
That was awesome.
Jeff Jarrett, actually, he's one of those guys, you look at him and you wouldn't think he's got an amazing drop kick, but my god, he's got one of the best drop kicks in the business. And that's the way he would do it right there, is he'd actually drop kick them as they come off the ropes, and oh my god, it looks good.
Who do you think has the best drop kick right now?
Right now, in wrestling or in WWE? Okay,
as a whole, as all of wrestling right now, current.
Kenta's is really good. good.
Yeah, Kenta's Israel.
What the fuck were you thinking, Gangrel? You know what?
He just felt like jumping.
I'm gonna get him with this double axe handle. He just stood there right for it. Man, he's out of it. You know what? I'm just gonna drop kick him and pin him.
Do it. So you reckon Kenta?
Kenta.
Who would be a close second?
The other contenders I was thinking for, like, right now, Jeff Jarrett's is beautiful, but I haven't seen him do it any time in the last 5 years, so I don't know if it's still any good.
When I say current, I mean within the last 3.
Yeah, I would say then Daniel Bryan's is really, really good, but Dolph Ziggler's dropkick would be in second place for best dropkicks right now, right behind Kenta.
Okay.
Dolph Ziggler's dropkick is amazing. He's too far away from it.
I don't know, I really, really like Reigns' running dropkick.
Oh yeah, if we're counting variations of dropkicks, like his front dropkick on the apron, then Roman Reigns' dropkick is a wonderful thing.
I love that when he first did that was the most amazing fucking thing, because no one saw it coming, and
we saw that Raw, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched that live, and we watched it happen. It was amazing, because that was the introduction of that move.
Didn't all of us have, like, a verbal reaction immediately? We were like, "Oh!"
Because not only did it sound amazing, it looked brutal as hell.
It was sold amazingly, it sounded amazing, it looked brutal. Reigns came off of it with his awesome attitude and stuff. Just everything about it was perfection.
And then he also did it again, and that was his entrance to the Royal Rumble.
It was amazing. Yeah, you told me you went back and saw that match. That was...
Yeah.
Oh my god, that dropkick.
That's so good. Right, so
I'm
good.
gonna DDT him. And I think that's... God, he's getting back up. Okay.
Oh, Red Dragon, if you think Roman's dropkick looks like it'll kill you dead, you should definitely see Kenta's. Actually, look at Kenta's anything, and then you'll see what it's like to be dead.
There we go, double DDT.
Because Kenta's everything is incredibly lethal.
Got him.
Because Kenta's hospitalized people, right?
Yes, unfortunately. Sometimes they get in really stiff back and forth matches, and you don't stiff Kenta, because when he stiffs you, you may be concussed. He's the Japanese equivalent to Bradshaw in the Attitude Era. Like, JBL's always been stiff, but back in the Attitude Era, you don't fuck with Bradshaw. He'll kill you.
Heath Slater match with the one-man handicap where he fought Lita, JBL, and I forget who else he fought.
JBL's clothesline from hell is one of the scariest moves in wrestling.
Yeah, he did it to Heath Slater.
Have you seen him do it back in the Bradshaw days when you were allowed to be stiffer? When he had the long black hair and the beard and stuff? He murdered people with a clothesline from hell.
JBL's really funny.
He's an amazing wrestler. He's a hilarious guy. If you ever watch the JBL and Cole show, he is hilarious. Yeah. His comedic timing.
It's really good.
He's also, I think he's still the longest running World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history was JBL.
How long did he hold the title for?
Oh god, he held it for like a combined amount of like 2 years or something. Like days combined between his runs. Al Snow retains his championship in under 5 minutes to Hardcore Holly, his tag team partner. What do we have here? What's the main event of Heat? Steve Austin versus Steve Austin and The Rock versus Farouk and Bradshaw. Why are Steve Austin and The Rock a huge tag team all of a sudden?
Wasn't that when the Rock was heel?
That would have been when Rock was heel and Stone Cold was face, and they were having the hottest feud in American wrestling history at the time. So they were tag team.
Didn't Steve Austin have to change his gimmick because they weren't allowed to drink beer on there anymore?
Oh no, he always drank beer.
You always drink beer, even at the end?
No, Attitude Era, it was completely allowed. He could, fucking Triple H was coming out on Raw, getting a microphone and saying, "Chyna, you're a bitch."
That's yeah, and Matt Hardy was always swearing too.
Matt Hardy wasn't swearing much at the time.
No,
in the
I mean
Attitude Era,
after the...
Matt Hardy he basically never talked. Speaking of Matt Hardy, we're fighting Michael Hayes for some reason. And it's funny because in this game, they didn't even do Michael Hayes' moveset. They just gave him a generic moveset as if he were like...
a jobber.
Well, not even like as if he were to not be a wrestler. Like, this is the kind of moveset they give to joke characters like announcers. Even though he was a wrestler in the 70s and 80s. In fact, I really liked Michael Hayes as a wrestler. He was the leader of the Fabulous Freebirds. One of my favorite classic tag teams. In fact, they have such an imprint on wrestling today that when tag teams of 3 people win a title, win tag team titles, often they say that they can defend it under Freebird rules. That is where any 2 members can defend the titles. Freebird rules. Awesome. The Fabulous Freebird was fucking awesome.
Also, I think they need to rehire MVP. He was the bestest. He's in TNA,
he
really?
He debuted in TNA like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was big. He showed up on TNA with this awesome music and this huge grand entrance, and he had the fucking he had the American Wolves with them, who were like huge, really long time Ring of Honor wrestlers.
Really?
Huge
and did he have the same like attire and stuff, like the blue?
Yeah, and his name is straight up. His name is MVP.
Wow, he kept the whole gimmick.
Yeah.
His whole thing was meant to be like the most well-paid man in wrestling.
Yeah. And MVP, great wrestler. And it's funny because he's really happy in Japan, and he came over to TNA. Big star to get.
Yeah, that's
MVP,
interesting because when did WWE like lose him? Around the same time as Mr. Kennedy? Because those two were weird.
He lasted a lot longer than Kennedy. He was around till like 2011. Around is when he didn't renew his contract.
I still think the weirdest match I've seen was Mr. Kennedy and MVP fighting The Undertaker and Kane.
That is a weird match.
It's just like 2 small guys fighting 2 giants. It's just weird. I don't know.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Michael Hayes, one of the worst statted characters in the game with one of the worst movesets in the game.
I know, he's kicking your ass right now.
Ass. What are you doing?
He's just doing the shuffle. How is he kicking your ass, by the way?
Fuck. Out of my ring. Gotta get a little momentum, you know?
Actually, you know what it is? It's called N64 difficulty spike.
Yeah. Well, if you ever watched my and Shally's Let's Play of WCW NWO Revenge, which was in the same engine, in fact, it would have been a year prior to this game, you'll see how sometimes out of nowhere they become insanely hard.
Yeah, I hate that in video games. I hate that how that's a running trend where all of us, especially in fighting games, where you're having a good time, and then you get to the final boss, and the final boss just fucking murders you.
That was an awesome power slide I did there.
Also, another wrestler who I think should retire, Rey Mysterio.
God, yes. He needs to retire.
He needs to for his health, man.
I'm worried he's gonna fucking die at this point. It's like, it's
he's
not
either
as
gonna
much as Ric Flair, but when I see Ric Flair wrestle, I'm like, dude, I know you need the money, but Jesus, man, I'm seriously afraid you're gonna have a stroke you are too old.
Flash go. Is it? What was his mask name? The Black Scorpion or something?
Oh, who?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair?
Yeah, he had I watched a WWE poster on their channel. It was like the top 10 most revealing unmaskings, where Ric Flair, he came out as the Scorpion, but no one knew it was him.
Oh,
and
I really vaguely remember that. That was WCW, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was during the really weird stuff of WCW. In fact, I don't know did you watch the Let's Play with me and Shally?
I watched a bit of it, I didn't watch all of it.
You need to watch the whole thing, because we started remembering the weirdest shit from the death of WCW. They had the weirdest things. There was a time when Bret Hart attacked Bill Goldberg and then took him in an SUV out to the desert and buried him in the Nevada desert.
That's right. And there's also those times where The Undertaker comes back and then I think Kane said, I don't know what's happening, I killed you or something.
Yeah. How many times?
How many times have Paul Bearer died, Kane died,
and the died 6 times, and once for real.
Yeah, once for real.
Anyways, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm starting to finally get control of this match because I'm working the neck. and he's starting to clutch the neck. I think I'm going to get him with the Glargay sleeper hold, as it's affectionately referred to as now. I call it that because I've been watching the Attitude Era podcast, which is really good, by the way. I recommend you listen to them. They're hilarious. I'll link you them later because I really think you'll love them. But
finish the stroke.
They refer to it as the Glargay sleeper hold because they've realized that every time, and I noticed this, but I didn't really piece together. Every time, it's a classic like Memphis wrestling, Southern wrestling move that Jeff Jarrett always does. But he does this. He catches a guy off the ropes with a sleeper hold. And every time he does it, he yells something out. Sometimes it kind of sounds like, yeah, I got him kind of thing.
Okay.
But sometimes it just sounds like Glargay.
Glargay.
It's something a little different every time. This is the Glargay sleeper hold. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna win this match. The caveat is I will win with the Glargay sleeper hold. So I can do a normal sleeper hold, but I've gotta make him. I gotta knock him out with the one off the ropes. And that's why I'm working the neck.
I still think my favorite yell in wrestling is Rob Van Dam's "No."
No!
Where? And then he just boots him.
It's one of my favorite matches in wrestling. It's the weirdest thing. Cool. It's so many weird things at once, but that is my favorite Rob Van Dam moment and yell in wrestling. It's like he's the most mellow guy, and then just one moment in his life, he decides, no. I have had my head illegally slammed into that turnbuckle for years of my life. This time, I will not allow it. With every fiber of my being, I will not allow it.
I want to think that was unscripted.
I want to think it was too. Well, fucking Kenzo Suzuki looked so fucking weird.
Like I said, I think it was unscripted. He's like, I was gonna hit the phone. He's like, no, fuck that shit.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear the noise, but it was a neck-snapping sound effect when I dropped him.
So you basically just killed him.
And he dropped like a fucking rock. Look at this replay. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. And then... boom, dead. Straight down.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, there's that one time Bill Goldberg teabagged me during my Let's Play. That was only 7 minutes? That match seemed longer.
And I saw a match with Booker T, and goddamn, he was awesome.
His scissor kick is fucking beautiful. Why are Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon wrestling against Meat and Big Boss Man? Double count out.
Double count out, but I think in that match, Mr. McMahon decided to drop kick his son.
So the tag team of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin have a championship match that Rock wins the championship in the main event of Raw in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
What an anticlimax. So 7 weeks in a row, undefeated.
So, here's the thing. They keep bringing back The Rock, and I think they should stop bringing back The Rock.
If they bring him back, they should only bring him back for, like, promos and stuff, which he's really good at. He's still a great wrestler, but give the other guys a chance.
I want new talent in there rather than bringing back old guys. Like, Batista doesn't need to be there anymore.
Like, you can bring back old talent if they're really charismatic. Like, by all means, bring back people like Road Dogg. It's just don't bring them back to wrestle.
And don't bring him back to win the fucking title. Fuck.
Yeah, like, and don't bring them back to wrestle. And if you do bring them back to wrestle, have them fill up a minor spot on Raw or a minor spot on an otherwise slow pay-per-view. Something fun for the crowd like that. But like, don't build this thing. You know, like don't make this a big part of Raw.
Like Road Dogg, he's really cool to listen to. He's a terrible wrestler.
He was really annoying on the mic in the Attitude Era, if you ask me. I don't know why people like him.
He's good now, though. I think he gets the crowd pumped really well. It's just really a shame that he forgets that he's a heel.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. His whole shtick, whether he was a face or a heel, his whole shtick, the crowd always loved it. Because it was the exact same whether he was a face or a heel.
Yeah, and it's the same now. It just doesn't make sense for him to be heel, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who can only really be a heel. He can wrestle a heel. He can't do promos as a heel at all.
No. He'll always do face promos.
Yeah, and he plays a good cowardly heel in the match, though.
Yes, he does. Like
As
in
the
that cage match with Goldust and Cody Rhodes, where
The
he
one where
tried
Cody
to
Rhodes
leave.
was murdered.
Yeah, because Road Dogg didn't fucking catch him.
Oh god, I've watched a GIF replay of that from a really good camera angle that shows that it was a complete miss, and it was Road Dogg out of position.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they won that match. And I think the reason why that happened, because I think Billy Gunn saw what happened, and he's like, oh shit, I need to end the match right now.
Yeah, I think it ended early because of that.
Yeah, because I did the Rhodes Brothers, that's their tag name, right?
They don't really have a tag name, really. They're just referred to usually as like,
the Rhodes
the
Brothers.
Rhodes Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they were actually going to win the match. And then Road Dogg fucked up the catch.
No, I think that Goldust is, they're all veterans there, but Cody Rhodes, and even then, he's been around for a long time. If they fucked it up and they needed Cody Rhodes and Goldust to win, they'd have just had Goldust. Just boom,
oh, that's
boom,
true. That's
power
true.
slam one of them down, hit the other one with the fucking final cut, and then that's it. Ooh. I love that. The knee lifts to the gut.
You know what's funny? Goldust is Mysterio's brother, right?
What?
Didn't you say that?
Who?
Aren't they family?
Who?
Goldust and Mysterio.
Completely unrelated. No, Goldust and Cody Rhodes are brothers.
Are they actually brothers?
Yes.
Oh.
They're Cody Reynolds and Dustin Reynolds.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. I swear I heard someone say that Mysterio was related.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter. Hang on. Red Dragon just said, oh guys, do you know what the main event of the next Raw is tomorrow? Orton versus Cena. Is it really? Are you joking? Or is that the actual lineup?
I bet you it says on the website. And I bet you it's that.
Why? God damn, it's gonna be a terrible match. Both of them, well, actually, you know what? It's funny. Orton is more talented, but he doesn't try.
Yeah.
They said so on SmackDown.
How long are they gonna get this to? They're gonna try and do this.
I don't know. They've only been feuding for like 10 years. It's true.
Enough, that's an understatement.
I know.
There we go.
But you know what?
Place this bone snapping noise when I hear that.
Okay, here's a future prediction. The Authority's gonna piss off Orton so much he turns face. There we go.
You know, I don't believe that. I think it's more of a face-turning thing for Triple H because he can't decide if he wants to be face or heel every single week.
It's true because, what was it, 2 weeks ago he pretty much badmouthed Daniel Bryan the entire time, and then the week after he does the yes chant.
Yep, and literally every time he shows up on NXT, he is pure face. He shows up on NXT all the time. He shows up like every 3 episodes.
And the only reason why Triple H is still there is because he's banging the boss's daughter.
Yep. Anyway, we're now 8-0, and I'm actually going to end the stream here as it is getting quite late.
So, oh yeah, it is. It would
thank
be.
you everybody for coming to the stream. I will of course archive this over on the channel because I intend to do a full playthrough of this. Because I don't think I've ever done a full playthrough of Road to WrestleMania in my life. Because I think it's like 2 years worth of matches.
Oh, okay.
So, and you get booked every week. So it's, what, 100... Oh, God, no, it's more than 102 matches, or 104 matches, because there's also pay-per-views and Saturday Night Heat.
Right.
Yeah, so it might be in the 200 range.
Okay.
Alright, well, that's it for this stream. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, and until next time, have a nice day.
See you later.